first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Set! 3-19!
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Crowell. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably trolling on the headset right now, saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Now let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
All right, here we go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll work it. Across midfield inside the 45.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Forced out to his left. There he goes inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Eluding the pressure right. Gets through, and now an opening. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill from 6 yards away. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's got a new one. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be brought down. Down inside the 20 at the 19. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First throw down for the backup McCown. Now he's good. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Fighting through pressure. What is this? Oh, and this is going to... wind up a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Kamara. He gets away from one. They're spinning now. Through an opening, and there he goes. Trotting. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Lutz will look to add the extra point. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Start your week by installing. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
An NFC South battle right off the bat. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, the Saints were this close to an NFC Championship appearance a year ago. How will they respond this year as they get an early test at home against the visiting Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I'll be back at halftime with a look around the early games. Let's get you over to New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks. Away for 19 with his legs and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Back to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints... And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rolling to his right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Back to throw here. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Kendall Beckwith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. He may try and run for this. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. He'll look to throw. And last time, they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now back to throw. Touchdown, Saints. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation,
we pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder. Coming up at the half, we hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in Week 1. So do nothing. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is third and long. So your chances of completing a pass for a first down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. We focus our attention here on the Saints offense as they come out. And last year, they were coming into 2017 with 3 straight 7-9 seasons. Well, they got it turned around. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Saints just continue to roll. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. He can run for it, and he will. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here. They're going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints are pouring it on.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL, because this guy looks like...
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession. The football in the 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Oh, nice move at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Josh Hill has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll drop the throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. His record-setting ball game just continues. I mean, we're getting into silly territory here. He is closing in on 400 yards. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Being chased out left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Saints just continue to roll. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single-game record. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Again, this is Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's... So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because...
And got his man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kevin Minter able to get in there and drop him behind the line. On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Levante David in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for New Orleans, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our
The players on your team. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Can the Browns win again? It's the coach, and you're watching Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, it hasn't been said since December 13th, 2016. But the Browns are on a one-game winning streak. They'll try for two right here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. On target over the middle to Hill. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue landing! Blue landing!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback doing it again with his third touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now Kamara, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Being chased out left. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a... And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Whoosh. And now running right through it. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. Spinning away. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw. Steps away. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So it's halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are pouring it on. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. They'll look to throw here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Now back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So a good snap, good hold. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And off his back foot, he'll heave it. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Now let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, he sheds himself free. Dodges him at the 50. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Running with Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90. Blue, 90.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
58, boys, 58.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go now. Blue, 90.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Fighting through. Space to run past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old...
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. You have grades for each position. Browse available players to improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all your points, as a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft when you're ready.
The Saints are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock.